Namaskar. My name is Dr. Prasad B. I'm Bangalore, Karnataka, India. I'm a certified chartered engineer working for an IT organization. I'm here to speak for Bhasha Prabhu Savarkar, that is Savarkar, Monarch of Languages from Professional Group. I'm thankful to Swanand Charitable Trust Pune for giving us these glorious opportunities to speak for me Savarkar for their 6th anniversary. सिंधु सिंधु पर्यंत यस्य भरत भूमिका पितृभू पुण्य भूश्चैव सवे हिंदू हृदयस्मृत Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, a name which ignites the patriotism in Indian youth, an identity which does not need a tabulated profile to introduce, an institution which coined the term Hindutva, and a human with an outstanding dignity to imply the amplitude of sacrifice. Born in Marathi soil at Bhagur, Nashik in 1883, with the boon of Sanatan thought process, Sri Vinayak Damodar Savarkar got his brain seeds from a well-cultivated and neatly fertilized farmland called Hindutva from his family itself. Sri V.D. Savarkar got well versed with Indian languages such as Marathi, Hindi, Gujarati, Bengali, and Urdu, while got command of foreign languages like English and German. Later, his unparalleled passion for Indian independence war made him to establish organizations like Mitra Mela, Abhinav Bharat, Hindu Bhasha Sangh, etc. Sri V.D. Savarkar, while graduating from Ferguson College, Pune, and then completing law studies from London, had acquired adequate linguistic expertise in English and French, upon which he translated Joseph Mazzini's biography into Marathi. His literature work got inception with a book called Indian War of Independence in 1909, which was later banned by British rulers in India. Calling Sri V.D. Savarkar as Bhasha Veer or Bhasha Prabhu rather than only Veer can also be a feather in his crown, with Swatantra Veer as already portrayed by fellow freedom fighters. As someone like Sri V.D. Savarkar, with his plenteous valor and an amalgam of distinguished strategy making, could only create the first organized secret organization known as Abhinav Bharat, which was committed to armed revolution against the colonial British government even during his teenage. With his cosmical fortitude and glorifying patriotism for the country, he not only survived his prisons of Andamans but also improved the lives of fellow innumerable prisons as well, and he had worked for prison reforms as well. He also composed several poems in prison using nails and iron pieces over the walls. As we know, a storm cannot be seized into a cage even of size of horizon, as former is dynamic enough, provided the name of the storm is Sri V.D. Savarkar. British were well aware of the fact that dimension to his patriotism could never be estimated with the ruler of British rules. His potential in patriotism can only be described in short as Divi Surya Sahasreshu Tena Tejo Bhayankara. Being an active and potential linguist, Sri V.D. Savarkar insisted prolifically on Bhasha Shuddhikaran, that is, purification of languages. As well known, charity begins at home. He started this divine act by composing a definitive book called Marathi Bhashache Shuddhikaran in 1926. With a strong faith that all the global languages have their roots in Sanskrit, for which he formed an integral language forum called Hindu Bhasha Sangh. Maharashtra Rajya Sahitya Sanskriti Mandal bought third edition of said book, which progressively had the image of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj at preface stating, "Please continue this work of language purification from here onwards." Throughout his literature, Sri V.D. Savarkar had urged his readers for referring this line for articulated revolution of language purification, as according to him, the you in above statement implies Savarkar. With his quest to drive this movement with utmost dedication, Marathi and all Hindu languages must be pure to the fact that with the caveat of proper glossary of words which are even needed in daily verse. Pandit Raghuvir's Mahakosh he considered as a golden reference for the revolution of language purification, while frequently iterating the terms such as Sanskrit Nishta Bhasha and Sanskritodbhav Hindu Bhasha. Savarkar carried forward the reformatory act of Marathi language purification from Sanskritized one to making it as a primary basis for daily usage. The tussle between binary of Sanskritized Hindi and Hindustani from the United Provinces influenced him to work more closely. In Bhasha Shuddhi, that is language purification, he stated that old and new words from a language must only be used only when they are necessary. Sri V.D. Savarkar, the divine son of Saraswati, had thus researched on language purification to the maximum level of possible granularity to draft a list of native Marathi words which not only carried forward the context but also driven the meaning of to the miles to reach the common people. Few of them are like number as Kramank, telephone as Duratwani, and many more similar like this. Creation of words for the world was indeed an exalted deed done by stalwart like Sri V. Savarkar. Calling him monarch while praising him will just be an acknowledgement of his contribution to the work of Bhasha Shuddhikaran, recognition and recommence to which can ever only happen if we follow most suffused form of Hindu language forever. Finally, as a tribute to him, मोक्ष मुक्ति ही तुझीच रूपे तुलाच वेदांती स्वतंत्रते भगवती योगी जन पर ब्रह्म वतती जे जे उत्तम उदात उन्नत महन मधुरते ते स्वतंत्रते भगवती सर्वत सहचारि होते वंदे त्वामहं यशोयुतां वंदे यशोयुतां वंदे 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 वंदे। जय हिंद, जय भारत,